LA County is days into a new bail system that took years of debate.
But what has actually changed and how? Eyewitness News reporter Christian Cordero explains.
Today, the changes in LA County's bail system are in full effect, but not everything has in fact changed. For example, among the felonies that still have cash bail are robberies, rape, and carjacking. In other words, crimes the court considers serious and violent. Misdemeanors still subject to cash bail follow a similar theme and include domestic battery, violation of most protective orders, and stalking. So, are less violent crimes not subject to conditions before a suspect is released? The short answer is, it depends.
In the past, under the money bail system, a judge wasn't looking at them individually to determine what their risk was.
David Slayton is the executive officer of LA County Superior Court. He's a defendant in a recent lawsuit 12 cities filed against the new bail system. He had no comment on the lawsuit itself. The new system means suspects in certain crimes will either be cited or booked, then released for $0 under the agreement they show up to their day at court. Booked and released felonies now include automobile theft, organized retail theft, and hit and runs with personal injury. Bail also has dropped to zero for misdemeanor level assaults, reckless driving with bodily injury, and certain DUIs. Officers can propose the judge not release the suspect or release them under certain conditions. Sheriff Robert Luna spoke with our Mark Brown about that on Eyewitness Newsmakers.
And that is an option that we have to teach our deputies and police officers, that if they see a crime that occurs and they catch somebody, they have to make sure that we look at the risk assessments.
Some crimes automatically prompt review from a judge, like residential burglaries plus misdemeanor level vehicular manslaughter and assault with a deadly weapon charges. Judges can also escalate less violent crimes, and likely will, if the suspect has a criminal history or has missed past court appearances.
Can't the nature of that in itself be biased as well?
Well, I would like to say that, obviously the way that we're looking at is we're looking at using a risk assessment that really looks at a predictor of future risk.
The LA County Board of Supervisors has asked the court to provide a report in about 6 months to see how this is all going.
Well, Christiane, the people who are against this bail policy are really concerned that this is sending a message to criminals that they're not going to be held accountable.
Sure, and any sincere concern is legitimate, right? When we look at accountability within robberies, for example, according to the LAPD's own data, only 27% of those incidents actually end in an arrest. So one of the critiques is, how clear of a picture does a judge have of someone's criminal history if maybe they weren't caught for some of their past crimes? But I mean, the reality is that judges only can use the information that's in front of them, and then the proponents of criminal justice reform will say that the bail piece of it is really just one small piece of the puzzle, that they're still being charged with a crime.
Yeah, I guess a classic, the jury is out. We'll continue to examine it to see if this is actually working.
6 months, we'll see.
Thank you, Christiane.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel, and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.